today's video is a little bit different. I was thinking of, because I need to take a picture for my resume, so I thought, why not filming it? So I am just going to go and do my whole face with full of makeup in order to have that flawless picture. In Argentina, you need to attach a picture to your resume. There are countries that you don't, and they see your skills over how you look, but you know that companies will have so many applicants and they need to just discard people in the process. So it's kind of discriminatory, but think about that. And if you just have thousands, one way of just discard them is the way they look. And for me, that's terrible, because it's not like, okay, that person is, I don't know, has so many titles or has a degree or whatever, she looks awful, so go away, like that. And there's other things that they make you see, just we prefer someone younger, we prefer someone that has, I don't know, whatever. So they will discard your application based on the company's standards or what they want in a job position. So I know it sounds very terrible. I really want to tell you throughout the video. I don't know, maybe there will be 2 parts. This phone only records for 24 minutes, so it will be part 1 and part 2. I'm sorry, I'm not getting any profit out of this. Just only will tell you some tips that I've learned throughout the years. Even though I don't have a job right now and I'm job hunting, I'm 32 years old, and that's a little bit not good, because I am just have competition that is younger and has the same sort of knowledge that I have, and of course they want someone younger, and it's because they can change the way this person, or they think they can change this person's points of view. So that's why they always just go and look for someone that is way younger. For me, it's terrible, because I will be like, hey, I want to have a job, I need to pay bills as well, and whatever. So I will start with a tutorial for this. It could be for the job interview as well. It's not just for the resume. For me, it's for the resume, so you can just adapt this for the job interview as well. But I will tell you what you should change for the job interview. So yeah, depends on what you're looking for. It will be, of course, the makeup. For my case, it's kind of, let's say, administrative position, a clerk, or to be in an office. Accounting is not kind of, here is not so technical, or we have technicisms, of course, but we don't just put it so low like I thought the United States and other countries put us there, because here is a college degree, not some sort of I don't know how you call it actually, but and then in the United States you need like 4 exams, so you can sign these financial statements. So, and here, once that you graduate, you can sign already the financial statements. So let's go and jump right into the video. I don't know what I'm shaking my hand, but I'm trying to put so I was kind of blocking the microphone or the speaker, whatever. I don't know if you're going to listen this clearly or not. I'm just going I think I'm switching my English for the more British one because I thought that I could go for the American accent a little bit more, but I don't feel comfortable. So I think that I would just started going for my sort of British accent. So the first thing I just put on my face some moisturizer and something here for the puff in my eyes, and now the foundation. So I will put more foundation for the picture, but for the job interview there will be a minimum as possible. Just let your skin show up a little bit, not your redness, not your freckles, not your pimples, but if you have freckles, let them show. You need to be fresh and like eye care, but not so that much because we will go and focusing on other stuff. So let me pause the video and grab the foundation. Well, I have my hand, of course, and I will just go as full as coverage I can be, but this is kind of light medium coverage because I can see some of my freckles. I should have just grabbed the other foundation that is a little bit more full coverage. I just put 3 pumps of the L'Oreal Too Much foundation in 1C or C1 and just cover half of my face, but part of my face, just 2/3 of my face, and I will need to go and grab some more because we need to be a little bit more full coverage. We need that flawless photograph. For the job interview, with 1 pump and a half, it will be more than enough. Like I always do, I try to go for the very natural look so that my redness not peek through under my foundation. But I love my freckles. I have natural freckles all over my face and I like them, but for the photograph, let's prevent that. So I will grab and I just complete my forehead off camera, and I'll be right back. My hand is shaking horribly today. I just completed my face, and I was keep bouncing about like 2 minutes, so it could be flawless because we don't need to just show some sponge strokes or whatever. So now I will go for the concealer under my eyes, and I will prime with this. I will try to get that. We need to get, this is too much, but this is kind of very heavy, but also it's not very pigmented when you blend it out. And I will add, because it's too light, I will add this Rimmel. There's a little bit on the yellow side, right there. As you can see, I tried to put this on top of that concealer, and suddenly it's just moving around, so it's not very pigmented. Just put some there. Sometimes I go like this with this one. It looks creamy, but it's kind of a little bit greasy. So now I will just put the sponge again. I will try to blend that. Just bounce it. I'm sorry if I just block what you're... I need to just buy another sponge. This sponge is being used quite a lot and it's turning apart, but as long as it do the job, I will keep it. See, my under my circles, they are peeking through. So what I do is I put another one and I blend it with my fingers, trying to not just blend it away. I will try to show you. I don't know if you, because we don't want those dark circles. Of course we don't. It's not very pigmented, but I couldn't get a discount. There is not a discount this month, so I cannot buy makeup this month. February is kind of not good. They just, I was hoping to see, I'm sorry, I was hoping to go this Tuesday, but there is not any discount. So I am so sad because I wanted to try so many new makeup, and this is kind of weird. Okay, let me just fetch the powder and I'll be right back. For the job interview, this is not great. If I zoomed you in, you can see all the makeup like a mask. For the I'm running out there. Just running out of the concealer. Just some dots there and blend it with your fingers or with a brush or with a sponge. The sponge will absorb some product, so I will do it with my hands. This cancels and looks a little bit more natural. Don't go very heavy on this because it will just, you will need one per month, and it will last this if you use it like I do, like this. It will last you like around 3 months, 4 months. We need to save some money here. We don't have a job. I'm sorry, I just threw that into my, I will show you. It's my makeup bag and I just threw the concealer here. Now the powder. My Rimmel powder is running out and I'm just hit pan on this one as well. So I need powder. And there are not so many light for my skin tone. So that one, the Rimmel, and I think there is a new color for Maybelline, but this one, this foundation powder, but I'm not sure. This says porcelain and this says ivory. This one is the old version and it's a little bit dark for me. So I will just go for that powder. That powder has a little glitter in it, but it does not translate so that much on the face. So I will just dust the brush and I will show you how I apply it. Idea if focus or not. We have here, we just put the concealer, but it can get attached to the lines on your eyes. So first, just dust it like that. I do the other eye of the edges. This will take a while. There is a 13, almost 14 minutes video and I'm just not even close to finish my face. So probably I will do a part 2 for eyes and lips. It will be short video anyway. I'm sorry. So remember, foundation for job interview, not so heavy. We don't need to wear a mask. We need to look natural. And for the under eyes, we don't need to see those circles. We don't need to look like we are tired. So let's better cover them up, but not like a mask like. So now I will dust that powder all over my face. This is half, the other half. I just slightly pick some powder. Remember that this is for a photograph, it's not for the job interview. Remember. Or any kind of very professional photograph, you need to go a little bit more heavy. So I will zoom you in so you can see the real teeth on the face. I have no idea if you can see. This is kind of heavy looking. It's not going into my lines. I'm sorry. I have a scar there. I don't know if you can see it. My lines, of course, I'm getting older. And I don't have any Botox. So that is, let me just try to, no. There you have it. On the under eye area. You can see. We can go a little bit more. We can bake if you want to, but I don't have a powder for baking today. I will go and bake if you ask me. After I dusted all of my face, I will just go for the setting spray a little bit. It's water and alcohol, it's not very sophisticated. We're trying to make it like one. And now we go for another powders on top of this. We should let it dry so it doesn't look very heavy. The sponge is kind of, I clean it. I just put it under the sink a little bit. Okay. So I will let it dry. And I will start with the contour. Well, I will show you one side, and the other side I will do it off camera. Because of the angle, I cannot reach this angle quite well if I'm filming. So I will use this in shade light. So I will start here. I will go a little bit more heavy-handed than usually. But I will go, I think that this side much better, I think, for the purpose of the video. And I go a little bit up, not going so down. And with gentle strokes, just tap, 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 whatever. Very gentle. So you kind of, I'm not even going very heavy. I just close it to show you the product. So I will let me load it a little bit more. Yes, this one is the one that is a little bit problematic for me to show you what I do. So let me just, it's a little bit more heavy, but we just go to the roots. I know you'll be like, hey girl, you're going very heavy on that contour. Remember that it's a photograph. So we need to look as decent as possible. For the job interview, go with a very light hand. Just to pronounce the cheekbones, I'm trying to exaggerate them. If your camera, if your camera has a very nice high resolution, maybe you can go very light-handed, and the makeup should go like the interview as well. I think we had a sculpt a little bit. Let me just go the other side. I will go a little bit here on the perimeters of my face. So I will try to get that. Not very loaded, but just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I have a very big forehead. I don't know. So I will just bronze a little bit with the contour. I don't have a bronzer, so. And a little bit down here, just to have that. So let me do that off camera and I'll be right back with the blush. Well, now that you've been able to saw the face, just a tiny bit, I'll just put it down here a little bit more. So the cheekbones are kind of, oh my god, you look so thin. Well, I will just put some color. This is my blush brush. I will go and mix a peachy tone and a rosy tone. I will pick up my brush. So just lightly, I just pick up a little bit of that peachy tone first. A bit more for the other side. And the pink is so pigmented that I don't need so much. There I have the pink. And I go exactly on top, almost on top of that contour. Yes, now 21 minutes, almost 22. I know it looks a little bit crazy. Like, oh my god, I just have something. So I would just pick another brush with a little bit more of the powder, because I was looking at this thing and I didn't saw what I was doing on the mirror actually. So let me just grab some powder. It's kind of a huge mistake, so I will tone it down a little bit with the powder that I used, the Revlon one, and that's a little bit on the face, just to tone it down a little bit, and you keep kind of blending. So last step for the face. Second video, eyes and lips. I will grab the highlighting from just a tiny bit. I don't need much luminosity because the pink blush has shimmer in it. And the bridge of the nose, and let's go again with the setting very generously. Yeah, very generously, and put it just sink it into the skin. Remember that this is for the photograph, it's not for going outside, even though it looks maybe a little bit more pretty on camera. This is kind of a clown thing. So yeah, ouch, okay, whatever. So I will wrap up this video here, and I will continue in a second video with the eyes, the lips, and another setting spray. Just keep watching part 2.